Hi, my name is Joshua Percival, JOSHUAPERCIVAL. From my state of knowledge, was probably KRS One or LUJ. Those are like the pioneers that I heard coming up. Not my name baby, but those are the ones that first was one that I was hearing growing up at Smith Rick around that time. Those are the artists that I heard that made me think it's kind of easy, and they were doing a lot of boom bap beats. At first, it was kind of rough because I didn't go into the sessions. It wasn't for me per se. I was watching other people work, and I started to enjoy it and started to enjoy the artistry in the way that the making of music became. Then I started to taking a liking to it. Then I started to grow with it. I started to realize that the more time I went to the studio, the more I started to fall in love with the art. So every time I felt like I got a different beat or freestyle, depending on who I was in, that's the way that I express myself. So it became easy as time to studio. It became a way to express myself in a therapy session. Well, I don't know if I'm 100% right, but the first one probably took my voice, I would say, or probably Plug Studios. Well, mine got to be, probably outside with Plug Studios, but mine would be, you feel me, like any door studios, a house made. For me, that's where I feel like that's where I put the most work at. Well, I feel like the main idea for me to make music was I never really tell my story, express myself. I feel like a lot of people go through trials and tribulations. I feel like that music is a therapy session is a way that people connect. You probably don't know the person, but you hear his raps, you hear the way he telling a story, you connect to him physically, spiritually, is a way that people feel it. Musical way. I feel a connection. I feel like he's a ability you can just always let out and just go. Okay? Honestly, it was like probably when I put a couple freestyles up or people that around me kind of honestly, so I kind of sounded good, take it more serious. You kind of say I was going with the craft or freestyling, and then at first I was saying myself back, and people around me, it was kind of like they was constructive criticism, but then when I didn't take it personally, I just take it out, or I feel like I just tweak this, and I noticed that I just had a good wild pattern, and I'm like, oh, I can really do something with this. I feel like honestly, I got confident. The thing about the next level is it's all about with the people. I feel like I gotta put out more projects or more things. Probably take the craft a little bit more serious or more motivated, dedicate my undivided attention to it. The confidence has always been there. I gotta feel like the time of preparation, lock in. But when I first started, kind of people didn't like it because sometimes they said I was kind of repetitive. It's the word I like to say that read a book, build a vocab, express yourself in no way than four words, full vocabulary. So I'll say at first part people they don't like it, but then I had to learn that it's just me that express my mind, dig deeper and go into that bag of tricks. And then it made me adjust more and then it's like, oh I gotta start from A, B, and C all the way to get to C, just by A, B, and C. And well, I'm from New York City. I never really traveled nowhere, I ain't gonna lie, but there's a couple times in the good city we ran into people. I ran into a couple people out there in the Biggie movement. I don't know if you probably famous though. In the Biggie movement, I ran into a basketball player at Savannah, used to do in the Mavericks, Tyson Chandler. And so I was going to get something he had. Was on Shit Chat. Yeah, that's really it. I don't really travel. That's the thing that's sort of my bucket list. I gotta travel, go to more adventures and go to more places to experience more things in life. At that time, probably no. I'm beginning to discuss it because we was all at our mind a different thing. My first love wasn't music, it was always math. Music was a way to make to express myself, but then as I got older, I saw that if I put my craft into it, my time I could make the mixtapes and all that, because the way that we just sit down rapping, go there for hours and hours, it's all about the energy session. It's all about being around the right. And at that time when I was younger, probably there were only one or two of us that loved to really rap. So as you got older, just so like over the thing too, so we started. But we did stop playing with these guys good. My main goal, honestly, was just to find a way to tell my side of the story. And I feel like a lot of young black men or a lot of youth don't have another positive leader or another elder on their shoulder to tell them, nah, you can do it your way, but learn from my mistakes. And I feel like that was my way of my rapping to tell people to learn. Because a lot of my stuff is like all of my story, I fabricated. But I mean, I was born a twin, so I just know that in this job, in this world, everybody got a place. You don't judge to the pace. You just go on it their way. For me, you don't race them, you go you have to go the pace. Everybody's their own marathon. For me, I just feel like at this time, I just gotta learn to take everything else your way. There's no way that you could grow without planting a seed first. I'm still going to approximate achievements. Definitely, yes. I feel like I've been in achieve too much. The only thing I achieved was believe I could pick up on my thing do. Now I feel like testing really is to go and share the world. Start taking on adventure, going to more open mics, going and just more, being around more artists, being around more people that's in that field. But you surround yourself with good energy and be able to reach positive energy. And I'm trying to reach everybody in the world because I know that my talents can transcend. Honestly, I feel like it depends. Like the way I look at it, I don't look at it the way that other people look at it. They want to sound like Dale or try to make it like that. I feel like some of my raps, if they get the looks or they can get the, I would never be that artist that try to go sound like Dale or whatever. I just try to express myself. I just want to see that people jacking at first. You feel me? It's not all about getting that first hit and all that. I just want to see how I grow as an MC, how I change with the times. Because as we see now, music is in a different place. This came from doing regular boom bap beats, and now we have something called drill. So it's like we just gotta flow with the times and show them adaptable. And I showed how adaptable with any environment. You do that, you be good. Now I'm gonna keep going. I feel like that's one thing you don't quit or something that you know that we probably got your time. But patience is always the key. Quit on somebody they can see you lose, but they can't see you give up. Which they never going to report. So it's never the wrong time to get signed. 2 Chainz age, you can be 15, 16, 12 years old, you can be 50, 50 years old. It's all about your moment. It's like, wait, don't rush the process. So always for me, trust the process and everybody. I know, honestly, I feel like I'll never stop rapping up, find a way to express myself. It's my outlet, my therapy. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is buy some land and buy my mom buy a house, and then I'm gonna definitely buy a car, buy some jewelry. But I definitely gonna buy a house for my mom and for me and like the business. And then I'm gonna put where to invest my money. Every time I'm gonna spend it to Denzel, that's like the same to show off. I like that nigga. I'm gonna show that I'm that man on fire, show that the process of trying to do relations, take everything, show something like that. Instead of like trying to get Bitcoin investment, I'm gonna have like put my mind in different inventions, different ways to make the money grow, put in different assets, just don't have it sitting just waiting on my check, my neck, and it be like somebody understand me. You go to the Denzel, get a couple pieces here and there, we try to learn. I need about 40 acres in my unit.
My name Jay dash High. Well, when I really think about it, it wasn't nobody in particular. It was just me, honestly, taking it upon myself because I felt like I had a gift with English, and then I learned that from English and basically English class, and that's where I learned that I basically had a gift to put words together. And I decided upon myself that it was easy, and I don't want to take upon the journey. First studio session, I could pick a lot for the first because we did a lot of things, but I would probably choose my boy, a former friend named Yee crib right down the block from here on Nelson Avenue. And yeah, that's when we had our first studio session. It was dope, you know. I showed them what I got. You know, they respected it, they understood. Yeah. Um, well, when it comes to the concept of making music, and my concept of making music, I'm a concept rapper, I feel like. So everything, not everything should be on topic, but it has to have a certain point that everything should come around to. So yeah, Well, yeah, I'm cocky, so I always thought I sounded good, from day one. But some people told me I needed some work here and there, vocals, in and outs, things like that. But the day when I probably really realized that I was actually good would probably be high school. We had a little battle in school, at lunchtime. And yeah, I had to rap out. I'm not gonna lie, that's a great question. I feel like the music definitely affected me in almost every way because the music it helped life go along. It helped everybody build one another up in a positive way. Sometimes a negative, but that's the gift and curse that comes with rapping. And yeah, the beauty and the magic. At first, I had a lot of haters. There's a lot of people who didn't appreciate my sound, but now I think they came around to it. It's more so I feel like because of the consistency. Once you don't stop and you kind of just make them hear you all the time, I feel like they got kind of no choice. I traveled a few places: Washington D.C., Massachusetts, Buffalo. I met Nick Cannon. Was on the stage with Ludacris when I was like about 13, 12. That was at a Boost Mobile Rock Corps concert, and I met a few bench players off the New York Knicks. I'm not gonna lie to you, you probably didn't at that time, especially me. I was on about two basketball teams, and I had an after-school job. So to be honest, I was writing rounds in classes at any time that I could get, just so I could just put the pen to the paper, listen to a beat, and make stuff hot. But yeah, it was no time. It was no time, but you got to make time if you love it. Well, my main goal is to be at a certain stratosphere and tier where my whole family and generation is on, and we gonna be good forever. And I haven't got to that goal yet, so it's still a striving goal. But with hard work and percent, uh, with hard work and dedication, you'll definitely get there. When you say achievements, what do you mean exactly? It definitely made me feel rewarded. It definitely made me feel like I got to some part of the goal where it's going to get me further. So I hit my mark for now. It definitely made you feel good inside. It made you feel like, yeah, you got one part of it done, but it's still a lot to go. So you got to be ready to keep that fire under you. I only feel what I should do in my heart, and rapping is definitely one of them things that just make me feel good entirely, mind, body, and soul. So I probably wouldn't quit, even if I would to put it on the back burner if something came up. Because it's just, why would you want to give that up? It's just a lot of hard work and pouring it down the drain. If you got this far, you might as well keep going. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going.